My friends, today I want to share with you about a moment in your life when God is preparing to do something incredible, something extraordinary, something that will change your path forever. It is a time of preparation, a time of refining, a time when the hand of the Almighty is moving in ways you may not fully understand. But if you open your heart, if you listen with the ears of faith, you will begin to see the signs. God never moves in silence. He always leaves a trail of His presence, a whisper in the wind, a stirring in your soul, a shift in the atmosphere around you. And when He is about to bless you beyond what you can imagine, He will show you these signs. One of the first things you will notice is a season of discomfort. God does not bring His greatest blessings into your life while you remain in the same place, thinking the same way, doing the same things. No, He begins by stirring your spirit, making you restless, allowing situations to arise that push you out of your comfort zone. You may find that things you once relied on begin to fall apart. Friendships that seemed unbreakable may start to fade. Opportunities you thought were yours may slip through your fingers. You may feel like everything around you is shaking. And in that moment, the enemy will try to whisper lies into your heart, telling you that God has forgotten you. But listen to me today. He has not forgotten you. He is preparing you. He is making room in your life for something greater. He is removing what is temporary so He can give you what is eternal. Do not fight the discomfort. Embrace it, because that is the first sign that God is about to do something big. Another sign is that you will experience unusual resistance. When God is about to open a great door in your life, the enemy will do everything in his power to stop you from walking through it. Suddenly, you will find battles where there were none before. You will face delays, disappointments, and distraction. People may turn against you for no reason. Situations may arise that test your faith like never before. But hear me today. Do not be discouraged. The level of attack you are facing is a clue to the size of the blessing that is on the way. The devil does not fight what is not a threat. The enemy is not after where you are. He is after where you are going. And if the battle is intense, it means the breakthrough is near. Stand firm. Keep praying. Keep believing, because the storm will not last forever. On the other side of it, you will step into the promise God has prepared for you. Then there will be a period of silence. Oh, how difficult it is to go through the silence of God. You have prayed, but there is no answer. You have sought, but the door remains closed. You have knocked, but nothing seems to move. It is in this silence that many people lose hope, turn away, and begin to doubt. But let me tell you something. God's silence is not His absence. His delay is not His denial. When God is silent, He is working. When He is silent, He is testing your faith, refining your character, preparing you for what is coming. Some of the greatest miracles in history came after a period of divine silence. When Jesus was crucified and buried, heaven was silent for 3 days. But on the third day, the grave could not hold Him. The silence was just the setup for the greatest victory the world had ever seen. If God is silent in your life right now, do not be discouraged. He is setting you up for something that will leave you in awe. Another sign that God is about to bless you in a big way is that He will call you to let go of something. It may be a relationship, a job, a habit, or even a dream you have been holding on to for years. This is one of the hardest things to do, because we naturally cling to what is familiar, to what feels safe. But God will not bless you with something new while your hands are still full of the old. Sometimes he will ask you to walk away from a place where you feel comfortable, just like he called Abraham to leave his homeland and step into the unknown. Sometimes he will ask you to release something you love, just like he asked Abraham to lay his son Isaac on the altar. But hear me today. When God asks you to let go, it is only because he has something greater in store. He is not taking from you. He is making room to give you more than you ever imagined. And then, my friends, there will come a deep sense of expectancy in your spirit. It is a feeling that something is about to shift, even if you cannot explain it. It is a knowing deep within you that God is up to something. You may not see it yet, but you can feel it. Doors that once seemed impossible suddenly begin to crack open, or opportunities come your way that you did not seek. Favor follows you where you go. People start speaking things into your life that confirm what God has already whispered to your heart. And you know without a shadow of a doubt that you are standing on the edge of something miraculous. So, my brothers and sisters, if you are seeing these signs in your life today, do not be afraid. Do not resist. Do not doubt. God is getting ready to do something big. The trials, the battles, the silence, the letting go, the expectancy, all of it is leading you to a moment of breakthrough that will change everything. Hold on to your faith. Keep your eyes on him. Because when God moves, he moves suddenly. When he blesses abundantly. And when he opens a door, no man can shut it. Get ready, because something big is coming. And when it comes, you will look back and know that every test, every tear, every struggle was worth it. Because you will see that God was working all along, preparing you for the blessing that was always meant to be yours. My friends, when God is about to bless you in a way you never expected, he will not only prepare the blessing, but he will also prepare you. So often, we want the promise, but we don't want the process. We want the victory, but we don't want the battle. We want the crown, but we don't want the cross. But hear me today. Every great move of God in your life comes with a process of refinement. And that process is not always easy, but it is always necessary. God will often take you through a season of isolation before he blesses you. Look at the great men and women of the Bible. Before their greatest victories, they went through seasons of being set apart. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness before leading Israel out of Egypt. David was anointed king, but spent years in hiding before he sat on the throne. Even Jesus, before he began his ministry, spent 40 days in the wilderness. Why? Because there are things God can only do in you when you are alone with him. There are lessons you can only learn in the quiet place. There is a depth of faith that can only be developed when everything else is stripped away. If you are feeling isolated, if you are feeling like God has pulled you away from the crowd, do not be discouraged. He is not punishing you. He is preparing you for the next level, for the next chapter, for the next blessing. Another sign that God is about to do something big in your life is that he will increase your spiritual hunger. You will begin to feel a deep longing for his presence like never before. Things that once satisfied you will no longer fulfill you. The conversations that once entertained you will no longer interest you. The distractions that once kept you occupied will start to feel empty. You will find yourself craving the word of God, desiring more time in prayer, longing for his voice. This is not a coincidence. This is a sign that God is drawing you closer because he is about to do something new in your life. When you feel this hunger, do not ignore it. Feed it. Seek him like never before, because those who hunger and thirst for righteousness will be filled. At the same time, God will begin to shift the people in your life. Some relationships will naturally fall away. Some connections that once seemed strong will suddenly weaken. This is not rejection. This is redirection. God is removing people from your life who cannot go where He is taking you. Not everyone is meant to be part of your next season. Some people are only assigned to certain chapters of your journey, and when that chapter ends, their role in your story ends too. Do not hold on to what God is trying to move out of your way. Trust Him. He knows what He is doing, and as He removes some people, He will also send new ones. He will connect you with those who will push you closer to Him, who will encourage you in your faith, who will help you step into the destiny He has prepared for you. Another sign that God is moving is that He will challenge your faith like never before. He will ask you to take a step that does not make sense. He will lead you into a place where you have no choice but to trust Him completely. It may be a decision to leave a job, to start a new project, to move to a new place, to step out in a way that feels risky. And in that moment, fear will try to hold you back. Doubt will try to whisper in your ear. But let me tell you something. When God calls you, He will equip you. When He gives you a vision, He will make provision. When He tells you to move, He has already prepared the way. Do not let fear stop you from stepping into what God has for you. Walk by faith, not by sight. Trust Him even when you do not understand, because the greatest blessings are often on the other side of obedience. God will also test your patience. Sometimes the blessing is not delayed because God is withholding it. It is delayed because He is making sure you are ready to receive it. Many times we think we are prepared for what we are asking for, but God knows our hearts better than we do. He knows when the timing is right. If you are in a waiting season, do not lose heart. Do not grow weary. Keep trusting, keep believing, because when the blessing finally comes, you will see that it was worth every second of waiting. And when the time is right, when everything is in place, when God has finished His work in you, then suddenly everything will change. Doors that were closed will fly open. Prayers that seemed unanswered will be fulfilled. Opportunities you never expected will come to you. And when it happens, you will look back and realize that every struggle, every delay, every test was leading you to this very moment. But let me give you a word of caution. When the blessing comes, do not forget the one who gave it to you. So often, we cry out to God in the valley, but when we reach the mountaintop, we forget who brought us there. We pray desperately when we are in need, but when the need is met, we drift away. Do not let that be your story. When God blesses you, stay humble. Keep seeking Him. Keep serving Him. Keep giving Him the glory, because the blessing is not just for you. It is for His purpose. It is so that you can be a light in the darkness. It is so that you can be a testimony to others. It is so that you can use what He has given you to build His kingdom. And so, my friends, if you are seeing these signs in your life today, rejoice. You are on the edge of something incredible. You are standing at the threshold of a new season. Do not be afraid. Do not give up. Keep your eyes on Jesus, because when God moves, He moves in ways beyond what you could ever ask, think, or imagine. Get ready, because the blessing is coming. And when it comes, it will leave you in awe of the greatness of our God.